don't know us.
Which district?
You raggedy. Oh my God.
He cares about undocumented people. He doesn't care about Black Americans. We're going to join the campaign against you.
I know it was an hour and a half.
Keep playing.
My house. So what? Riverside? He had us in Riverside.
You Democrats have it too cushy.
And he gonna turn around and walk by.
You had the Black vote for decades. You won't have.
I am livid right now through the fucking roof. California Legislative Black Caucus refused to bring extremely important reparation legislation to a vote today. Let me get myself because I'm too pissed. This is the fucking letter they wrote to the Black constituents in California. There's been interest regarding the status of Senate Bill 1403. The caucus was unable to participate in the legislative process collectively and only recently became aware of the concerns and issues with. They go on to talk about Senate Bill 1331, and they basically said they didn't approve it. Organization Black Pact and the Reparations Collective is calling for the recall of the entire slate of the California Legislative Black Caucus. We ain't playing with y'all no more. Y'all done poked the bear and woke the sleeping giant. Y'all done pissed off the wrong people at the wrong time. Y'all need us to fucking show up for Kamala Harris. Ha! Good luck!
You work for us. We voted for you. SB 1403, 1331. Can you bring it to the floor? We drove from Los Angeles. We drove.
Senator Bradford. This bill will create a pathway to return land or provide restitution to Californians who had their land or property taken for racially motivated reasons. Many Californians are now familiar with the history of Bruce's Beach. The beachfront parcel of land in Manhattan Beach was once a thriving resort owned by Charles and Willa Bruce. It was one of the few places where African Americans were allowed to visit a beach. But the city of Manhattan Beach resented the Bruce's success and wanted to put them out of business. The city used the power of eminent domain to take Bruce's land for less than their value. Justice eventually came for the descendants of the Bruce family, and just like the Bruce's Beach, SB 1050 will create a pathway to justice for others harmed by similar racist acts. And I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Assemblymember McKinnon. Seeing and hearing no further debate, the clerk will open the roll. All those vote who desire to vote. All those vote who desire to vote. All those vote who desire to vote. Clerk will close the roll and tally the votes. Ayes 56, no 0. Measure passes.
Yeah, Luke, and this place is buzzing with anticipation to try to figure out what is the status of their bill. And we are officially less than an hour away until we find out what the results are going to be of all the bills that they haven't voted on. If it is passed, it is going to go to the Governor Newsom's office to see if he will sign or not. But if it doesn't, it is going to die on the House floor. So we're trying to figure that out. But the biggest buzz in this building were bills that weren't voted on, like funding reparations. The final hours of the California legislative session kicking into overdrive as lawmakers try to get their bills approved. On Sunday, lawmakers passed landmark bills to make amends for racism. The proposal they approved allows for the return of land or compensation to families whose property was unfairly taken by the government, and an informal apology for laws and practices that harmed Black people. But the buzz surrounding the reparation bills package was over what wasn't addressed: direct payments.
We laid the foundation that those bills are critically important to, stand up what reparations would be here in the state of California.
State Senator Stephen Bradford authored SB 1403, aims to establish the California American Freedmen Affairs Agency, while SB 1331 funds reparations. Both were not voted on.
We should have gotten it to the governor's desk. He never signaled he would veto the bill. He just said he had some concerns, as they have with many bills. So, but that doesn't mean you don't move forward with the bills, because, you know, you can fix them.
The California Legislative Black Caucus pulled the bill because it said the proposal needs more work.
The bills that pass are not reparations. An apology is not reparations.
Chris Lodgeson, a reparation activist with Coalition for Just and Equitable California.
The only bills today that even had a chance of being called reparations or could even get us to reparations are the bills that did not pass. It's one thing if we go out for a vote and we lose. Oh, all right. It's one thing if we go out for a vote, we win, and it gets to the governor's desk and the governor vetoes it.
Supporters of the reparations say they're not giving up despite the setback.
It has to happen if we're going to have meaningful reparations to the people who deserve it. We're 160 years overdue for this.
You cannot, that is out of order. The bills are the property of the House. There is no vote. It is the House. She made a statement that is out of order. Bills are the property of the House. We do not vote. It's not debatable. It's not debatable, Mr. Azalea. It's not debatable. You can't. You're out of order. We are moving to file item 67.
Study, and we're saying no. We don't want another damn 2-year study. That's what the whole task force was about, to study. We've already been studying for a year or so. So the studying has already been going on. We need to start allocating resources. We got my sister Camilla Moore in the building right here. I want to have my sister Camilla explain what's going on, because there's some foolery going on. Sister Camilla?
Hi.
Hey, beloved, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you good.
There you go. So what is going on with the task force and the assembly and all of that?
Yeah, so I was the chair of the California Reparations Task Force. The task force, we finished our work about a year ago. Right? We finished our work in 2023. And so now
Yes.
it's up to the California Legislative Black Caucus to turn our recommendations into legislation. And so State Senator Stephen Bradford, who was on the task force with me, he, independently of the Black Caucus, introduced 2 very strong lineage-based reparations bills. One of them, and both are unprecedented in what they would do for Black people in California and across the country and around the world. The first bill is SB or Senate Bill 1403 that would create the California American Freedmen Affairs Agency, our own agency for descendants of slaves, right?
Yes.
The other bill is SB 1331, which would create a new account in the state treasury, a fund, a reparations fund, again, just for our specific group. And so these bills have went through all the committee stages. This is the last final stage, is for one of the members of this of the CLBC, the California Legislative Black Caucus. All they have to do is bring these 2 bills on the assembly floor, either by tomorrow or Saturday. Saturday is the last day for them to do this. All they have to do is bring these 2 bills for a vote. We have the votes. The assembly will vote for these bills. All they have to do is bring them to the floor. But there are rumors that the CLBC does not want to bring these 2 bills on the floor because they are mad at Bradford for introducing these bills independently. They feel like, you know, he went on his own and he should have consulted with them. And then we're also hearing rumors that Newsom may not want to sign these bills, right? Because of his political aspirations. And so at this point, we have to put pressure on our own people, unfortunately. We have to put pressure on our own Black legislators to do the right thing and bring these 2 bills to the floor. by tomorrow. We're not even giving them Saturday, because Saturday is technically the last day, but we are putting pressure for them to bring this bill to these two bills on the floor by tomorrow.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So if you see up in the Jumbotron, there's a flyer that my sister Camilla put together that has phone numbers and emails. If you're in the Bay, it would be great, or Sacramento, I'm sorry. It would be great if you can actually go down there tomorrow. What time are they assembling tomorrow?
The session starts at 10 a.m. and because, the sessions may run until the afternoon, like 5, 6 p.m. because, again, they have to pass hundreds of bills by the legislative deadline of Saturday, August 31st. So they're going to be working all day tomorrow and maybe Saturday. And so that's why we want to make sure that we're putting pressure on them as early as possible tomorrow.
Yes.
So that they bring these bills to the floor by tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. So, family, we need everybody, those numbers that's on that flyer, call. Everybody call them tomorrow. Let them know we need those bills on the floor. We need them because they were supposed to bring them to the floor. They've been kind of lollygagging and dragging feet. So we need them to go ahead and push that forward, get those bills on the floor and pass them and get them signed. So we need the family to call heavy duty tomorrow, family. All right. And sister, I will check in with you in a couple of more days to see what progress is made up there. And you got my number. Just let me know what's going on. Keep me posted. All right.
Okay, likewise. Thank you. Have a
Thank,
good evening.
thank
And a
you,
good
Belinda.
space.
Mm-hmm. That's Sister Camilla Moore. She's been doing great work. I've been on a few panels with this sister. Just really working diligently out here in California. She was